So I have been using the iPad Pro 12.9 2020 edition for a little over 2 months now. In fact, I think it's been 3 months since I actually purchased it. And I covered it a little bit on TikTok. I've been away from YouTube for a while. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I will provide it at the end of this episode, or links to it down in the description below. But the iPad Pro is an interesting device. It is one of those devices you never thought you really needed, but if you did absolutely need it, it will do everything and anything that you need it to get done. I am a content creator. I create content on TikTok as well as YouTube. I also create designs for Forward Design. Links to that also will be down in the description below. And honestly, the iPad Pro has been kind of a dream to use ever since I've been having problems with the desktop that I talked about in a previous video. The iPad Pro 12.9 is a big device, and I said this in my mini review that I did on TikTok. It is a huge device, and if you do not have a need for a device this big, do not get it. I highly recommend you getting the smaller one if size matters to you. In terms of performance, I mean, it's running an M1 chip. I mean, there's nothing I'm going to say that's really going to change anyone's opinion about that. It is basically the same chip that is on the 2020 MacBook Pro. It is also in the Mac Mini. It is also in the iMac, and it is a really performant chip. Now, I still feel like iPad OS is still not taking full advantage of the silicon that is inside the iPad Pro, but that gap is actually starting to close because developers are starting to optimize their apps for the larger memory and the performance overhead that you get with the M1 chip. And to be honest with you, I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary. When I'm rendering video, it runs just fine. It doesn't get hot. It is a beast when it comes to rendering 4K video. But to be truthfully honest with you, it has been amazing. I've been using it as my daily driver. I haven't really been using my desktop all that much. Using certain apps, especially like Microsoft Word, it's great, but it's not 100% there because there's an extension that I use in Microsoft Word. If you are a designer, a graphic designer, or an illustrator, get the Apple Pencil. I got it anyway because, you know, why not? Overall, the 12.9 variant is freaking amazing, but if you're not looking to spend that kind of money, don't spend that kind of money. You have to have a specific need to buy this particular model of the iPad Pro. And if you don't have that specific need, get the 11-inch or get the iPad Air. The performance envelope is slowly closing. And to be truthfully honest with you, not everybody needs an iPad Pro. With all of that said, I want to know what you think in those comments down below. That's really all I have for today, folks. I'll see you guys next time.